The gun-free zone and survival. A lesson from Parkland. This is Throttle Up Prepper. The gun-free zone and survival, lessons from Parkland. Thanks for tuning in and stopping by today. I am Jeff. This is Throttle Up Prepper. Please make sure you take advantage of the fact that we now know how to finally do those info card things and give you something to click on. Please click to subscribe and join the group, man. It's a growing community. We're glad for all of our subscribers already. Please be sure to stop by our website, throttleupprepper.com. You'll see that at the bottom. We got a great store there. It is secure for your shopping pleasure. And from what I hear, those prices are pretty good. You're not going to be able to beat them too many places. And it helps us to stay afloat here. Also, please support our Patreon page, which also there'll be a link to at the end. So, what are we talking about? You know, this whole Parkland shooting thing that happened on Valentine's Day of all days. Horrible, unbelievable. Never should have happened. And there's, so many ways we could go about this. This is not a political thing. This isn't certainly isn't an anti-Second Amendment thing coming from me. So you're not going to get that here. But I'm not going to get too crazy so as to not to scare anyone away. This video is for everyone. I don't care who you are, what side of the political debate you fall on with regards to guns and gun ownership. This isn't the place for the debate. I don't care. If you for it or you're against it, set it aside. Bottom line is, as for me and my house, what have we learned? What are we going to do about it? Are we going to do anything about it? Can you do anything about it? I suggest and maintain, aside from carrying, aside from arming teachers, aside from school resource officers, all those great ideas in my opinion, there is something that you can do. Is it a perfect solution? I'll tell you up front, absolutely not. Is it feasible for most people? I'm going to argue yes. You may disagree with me, and by the way, that's what the comments are for. Go for it. But there is something that you can do should you choose. Not to strike fear in anybody. I certainly, don't want my kids to be scared. I don't want my wife to be scared. I don't want to be scared. But it's simply a fact. It's the world we live in today that you got to think about these things. Such an incredibly small chance of something happening. Matter of fact, they say you have a much greater chance of getting struck by lightning. Probably have a greater chance of being struck by lightning twice in the same place than being gunned down in a gun-free zone in this country. But yet it happens. And we should prepare. Why? Well, we prepare for lightning storms, don't we? We put away umbrellas. We don't stand under trees during lightning storms. We seek shelter when we know something's coming, right? If we're going to take precautions for something so basic as a garden variety everyday thunderstorm in the summertime, then why in the world wouldn't we pay attention and do something to protect ourselves and the ones that we love from potential harm? Maybe, God forbid, if we're in an active shooting situation, it'll help. Maybe it won't. There's a lot of factors that'll come into play here, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. But the bottom line is, do you want to be the husband, the dad, the mom, the individual that after a tragedy, you sit there and wrestle with, why didn't I do something? I could have done something. I wish I had, woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? So to me, do all you can do. Don't freak out. Don't be nuts. But God forbid that day comes, at least you know you've done everything a responsible person should do. Now, fast forward, what did I do? I came to the conclusion, for the price of an expensive pair of sneakers, or I don't go sneaker shopping, so maybe it's probably a lot less than an expensive pair of sneakers, especially when they're running sales. Quite frankly, for about $20 more than my clearance sneakers that I wear most of the time, I decided to make use of the backpack. This is not a bug out bag, this is a school bag. Normally, and by the way, the bag wasn't the purchase. What's inside was the purchase. We'll show you. They say that some caliber of handguns and rifles actually have been known to be stopped by big old textbooks that these poor kids look around today. Some of those history books are rather thick and heavy, and you know, if you're in the right place at the right time and you have access to your bag, could be a lifesaver in and of itself. I went a step farther, and you guys this isn't going to be anything new to you, but I went and got me one of these AR 500. They're not bulletproof, they're bullet resistant. This is a level 3A pack. It's inside in case it's shining. That's the side that goes against the body. There's all the information. These things are made to order. It takes, they say, about 3 to 4 weeks to get these things made and shipped, but my experience is it was about a week and a couple of days, and it was shipped, and it was made the day I ordered it. And I think the date's on there. I don't know if it's upside down or not, but the bottom line is they print them on here. Got a 5-year warranty. Handgun, this is 3A, which pretty much most handgun rounds should be stopped by this. Comes in a cool ripstop material, but even so, you probably don't want to put it up against pencils and stuff. You don't want to be wearing on it. You don't leave it out in the sun. But for this little guy, and I got it from AR500 armor.com, I believe is their website. Regular price on something like this. This is 11 by 15 size. Got edges kind of contoured so they fit in most bags. Fit in both of my kids' bags. And you know what? Something is better than nothing. Not going to stop an AR-500 round, AR-15 round, sorry. AR-500 is the company. It's not going to stop an AR-15 or an AK-47 round, or some other, sniper rounds, things like that. However, we already said earlier, it's been documented that a backpack with some textbooks in it by themselves can serve to stop some rounds. So my contention is one of these babies in the backpack, along with the other stuff that's normally in the backpack, isn't going to hurt anything. And like I said, they ran a 10% off thing right after the Parkland shooting, which I thought was incredibly cool. Anything that was backpack specific was 10% off, which is basically their normal law enforcement, military, first responder discount is 10%, so they extended that to everybody. So, again, for $80, $90, why not? It's a thought. It's something. They're talking about arming teachers and all kinds of things at school. I say, why not have a little something? It's defensive only. It can't be construed as a weapon. You can't hurt anybody with that thing. Do they have level 4 armor that'll stop, the rifle rounds? Of course they do. If you want to be lugging around an extra 8.5 pounds of steel in your backpack, God bless you, go for it. They're actually a little bit cheaper from what I recall. A 10 by 12 plate, I want to say, is around $70. So I don't know. It's something better than nothing. If you're a concealed carry person, there's a lot of places you are not supposed to bring your weapon. And, law-abiding people tend to go with that. So if you go to the mall, you're leaving your gun in your car. if you have to go to a courthouse or a library or any kind of federal building, you can't wear your sidearm. You just can't. You're a sitting duck at the mall. As far as I know, and I'm not an attorney, so this is not legal advice in any way, shape, or form, nor should it be construed as such, but, as long as you're not using body armor in the committing of a crime, my understanding is, in my state anyway, whether you're wearing it on your body or you got it in a backpack and can hide behind it, God forbid something should break out. I don't know. That makes me feel a little better. I don't know that I'm going to spend a whole lot of time at the mall now. Just still, I don't like the idea of gun-free zones. But sometimes you have to go. Sometimes Mama wants that gift you can't find on Amazon. I'm just saying. So that's my thought. What say you? What are you going to do about it? Anything? Is this something you've thought about before? What's your experience with it if you use something like this, whether it's in a backpack, or do you wear concealable level 3A or otherwise have body armor? I think those tactical SWAT vests with 60 pounds of plate are pretty bad to the bone. Can't think of one place I'm ever going to wear it. And that's why I don't have it. Just can't justify that purchase. Anyway, I can't wait to hear from you. Again, please, you want this channel to continue. We've got a few more weeks to kind of get this Patreon thing going, or get some sales going through the website at throttleprepper.com. Check them both out. Consider doing something. So my son doesn't have to go applying for that summer job, and we lose the ability to do these videos. Blind man can't do video editing. I'd like to say I tried it, but I just know I can't go there. Anyway, listen, it is time for all of us to get prepared for whatever comes our way. Until next time, God bless, and get ready.